Best song ever now. Red Shock Radio. I want to make this the Kushtown rap. You know? Sitting in my 6'4", Kushtown in my hand. Sipping on the soda with my fucking damn. Got the beats rolling. In the 6'4", got the top down and we're hitting the floor. What you gonna do? Better ask somebody. What you gonna do, girl? Sipping on the Kushtown.
Good morning.
Morning.
New song, huh?
Yeah, I like this one.
Nice.
Little R&B, you know? There'll be no fading. Can't do it.
You gonna rap to this?
I think I just did, right? Did you hear that? I'm gonna have Calvin do it. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's hard to hear you over it, though.
Alright.
Yeah.
You might hear it. Alright. It's Red Shock Radio, guys. We're here, we're back.
Morning, Red.
Good morning, there you go. How are you? How are you?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
New song, huh?
Yeah, new one I did last night, I guess. Yeah, I
Nice.
think it was last night.
Nice. I like it. So what's going on? How you doing today?
All right, not bad. How are you?
All right. So you know I got those two dogs, right? I got
Yeah. What are they?
got-
Malteses, right?
yeah, well Bobby's the dad. He's the old one. He's about 10. He's a multi-poo.
Right.
And then my wife's friend had a Shih Tzu poo, which is a little white dog also.
Yeah.
So she wanted to have puppies. So we bred Bobby with the Shih Tzu poo.
Right.
So Brody
Oh.
is the son of Bobby.
Oh, so they're actually related.
So he's part multi-poo, part Shih Tzu poo. I call him a little shit,
right.
you know.
Right.
And he's a fat little bastard, you know.
Yeah.
Now Bobby's liberal. He's an old white guy, but he's really liberal.
Right.
But Brody, the young one,
Yeah.
he's a racist.
I didn't know they were related. Is he?
Yeah.
Right.
No, it totally is. So I'm out in my backyard the other day, you know, and my
Right.
backyard borders on 3 different properties, like
Okay.
most,
Yeah.
you know, and the 2 sides have, you know, your standard suburban white vinyl fence, you know, on the 2 sides. And then on the one side, I have like one of those old wooden fences, you know, with the wood pickets, and it's all beat to hell. It's got holes all over it. It's falling apart. I got pieces of plywood patching the holes. I call it the barrier.
Right.
On that
The
side,
wall.
yeah, it's the barrier wall. And on that side, ironically, I have some immigrants living there.
Right.
Believe they're from Ecuador or something like that, somewhere in Central America. So anyway, it's starting to get nice out now. You know, it's spring, and when it starts to warm up around here on the weekend, everybody's out in their yards picking up all the sticks and picking up all the junk, you know. So I'm sitting out there on Sunday, and all 3 houses, there's people out in their backyard, you know, cleaning up and doing their thing. So Brody, the little nasty one, he's over there by the barrier wall,
Right.
you know, and he's pacing up and down the barrier wall. And the Hispanics are out in their backyard, and he's guarding that wall.
He's not having it, huh?
Oh, he's yapping. He would not stop. He's barking, yapping. Doesn't say anything to the white neighbors. They're
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind them out in their yard at all.
Yeah.
But I've noticed since then, you know, I lay him out.
the brown
I let him
people.
out like 3 times a day. And every time I let this dog out, he goes right up to the Great Barrier and he paces up and down along it, right? It's like he works for ICE, man. He's looking for those Mexicans, and he's been barreling up and down the wall, all pissed off, you know? He's a guard dog, and he doesn't like the Mexicans. And the only person he ever bit, you know, he's never bit anybody. Like any little dog, they yap a little bit.
They
for
can
someone
get
to-
you. Yeah.
right? Was a black girl. He went right at her, and this is like 6 months ago. But you know, he usually yaps, but he went right up to her. She came in the yard and went up there and bit her leg. So I was thinking about that too, and I'm like, I think my dog's a racist.
Yeah, I think my dog's a lesbian.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we used to have the Maltese. We had the Havana Maltese before when we lived in New York, and we had there was a Havana one, which was a really tiny one, which is still around. She's with my mother-in-law,
Okay.
and we left her back in New York. And the other one, because we couldn't get a fence and everything right away, so we were like, you know what, let's just leave the dog with the mother-in-law.
Hmm.
So, and then we got a second one, which was from the neighbor. A friend of hers was getting rid of another Maltese and was like, Kel, do you want it? So we were like, okay, yeah. So we had that dog forever. And on the day of my father's funeral, I let the dog out at 7 a.m., and it was the weekend right on the water there. And I honestly think somebody grabbed it because the dog never came home after that.
Right.
And we had to go to the funeral at like 9, and we were out looking for the dog. And they're like, what do you got to go. And we just had to leave the dog. And
so what makes you think the dog's a lesbian?
Well, now we have a Chihuahua, and she's just, I think she's a lesbian because we had my cousin was staying over, and she brought her dog with her, and it's a girl dog, and the two of them, and she was literally licking her nipples,
Ooh.
Yeah. So I said, I think that you know what I mean? That's a little weird to do.
Yeah. My older dog, the liberal one, Bobby, he might be gay.
Right.
He always, whenever I put them in the cage, they have like a little pen where I put them in at night.
Yeah.
And every time I put them in there, he likes to get on top of his son Brody, and they put that, when they put that like shy face on too, and they put they know they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Every time I put him in the cage, because he knows I'm going to yell at him, I always tell him to stop. He immediately crawls up behind Brody. He puts on that shy face, and he like, and he just
he's actually doing incest too. Yeah. He's a freak in the sheets, huh?
He's a freak. He's a little snowflake too, man. He's like always like excited and like fidgety, Really, he needs a safe space. That dog.
Yeah,
Brody's tough.
We put our dog in the crate too, and
they actually like it.
Yeah, they do. They love it. I know my mother-in-law's a big dog lover, and oh, don't you dare put the dog in the crate. I said, if you look it up, the dogs love it. That's like their room. They don't want to roam in a whole big house.
Yeah,
you're confusing them and scaring them. They like to know that they have their little spot.
Yeah, it's called a safe space.
Yeah. And so, and I said, if you really love dogs so much, you would know that. You know what I mean? Oh, that's abuse. That's abuse. I'm like, okay, giving your dog Xanax is an abuse.
Right. Now, Brody doesn't want to go in the pen. Not that he gets, it's not like he cries and stuff when he gets in there. But Bobby, because he's a little snowflake. He wants to go in that thing all the time. Like he knows when I'm like getting ready to go up bed or if I'm about to leave, he runs right over to his pen, like, put me in.
Right.
So he goes right in. Brody goes into the den and he gets like under the little coffee table and lays on his back. He don't really want to go in. Probably because he knows that Bobby's going to try and hump him.
I'm so sorry.
Is that your dog?
Rescued him from a shelter.
It's a racist dog.
Really aggressive towards people with darker color skin. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I guess you never know what they've been through before you get them. We don't think that your dog's racist.
What is that from?
It's a racist dog attacking two black guys in the park.
Right. Actually,
it's just the clip.
I listened to what was that podcast called? Radio Lab. Great podcast.
Is it?
One. Yeah, and they were actually talking about how dogs generally, they say, can be racist, they think. Yeah, it seems like they can.
I would think so. I mean, they're so smart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're smart. They know. But they think it might be, they don't really know, but they think it might be because they're taking cues from the owner, So the woman's like, really? Is it my fault? Like, did he bark at this one person once? And now because I'm always worried that he's going to do that again, they can sense my, because they can sense your hesitation. So that part they can't really figure out, but they definitely know, that dogs they see studies that they tend to react differently to different people.
Yeah, I would think that makes sense, the people, because your emotions and things change and their dog can sense that.
Yeah.
And so now if you're freaked out around, a person of color,
Right.
and the dog picks up, it's like, what? My master doesn't like him.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not sure, because like now every time I'm walking him and I see a black person coming, I'm like worried that is he going to go and, bark at this person again? Is he going to do this? And maybe the dog is feeding off of that. But there's studies that show they definitely can, be a little racist.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's some unique stuff there.
What else is going on?
Nothing much. We got later on tonight, we're going to go see I'm going live to the Cory Booker, the CNN town hall in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
You're going to that tonight?
Yeah, that's tonight. And so, so that should be fun. It's Don Lemon hosting it, and it's Cory Booker. It's his presidential town hall. So we'll see how
now,
Yeah, right. I know.
And all involved,
I know. Did you well, yeah, you'll see. We'll get some pictures and some live shots. Yeah.
You're going to stream that on Periscope?
Yeah, we're going to try. I don't know what the legal ramifications are.
You're probably going to get dragged out of that.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I'm sure. I don't know if there's Secret Service or what, but we'll see, guys. We'll check it out tonight. I'll do what I can to get in there and get some pictures.
Yeah. You might get to see Redman getting dragged out of there in cuffs.
There's a real good chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So today we have an interview with Bob Gatty. He's from notfakenews.biz. We're just going to talk to him and have him, see what he's all about. He's a Democrat here in Myrtle Beach. I met him at an event, at a Kamala Harris event, and he'll be here in a little bit. And
all right, so you want to bring Bob in now?
Yeah, let's bring Bob in now.
All right, come on in, Bob.